Hey y'all, what's up? What's up? What's up? I'm just taking my time, waiting for people to come in, doing my thing. I'm just waiting for some people to trickle in, and then I'll start it up, up, up on this fine Saturday. Don't mind me. I'm just giving a little multitask while I wait a few more seconds for the people to show up because we're live. All right, let's get it. Excuse the sirens in the back. You know I live in Koreatown. Okay, so I'm back this week. New hairstyle. Ashante, hello, nice to meet you. It's Amber with the braids. And we're just giving a little glam. What's more glam than a fresh set of braids and some laid baby hairs? Like, honestly speaking. The first thing I'm going to start off with today are my brows. Are my brows. And I used the Forever Magic Cosmetics double-sided seductive eyebrow gel. And I like this because it comes with this brush, an angled and a spoolie. It's 4th of July weekend, and apparently there's an emergency happening nearby. This is what it looks like. It's like a double two-toned gel. Yeah, gel pomade, but like as you can tell, it's a thicker gel. It's not like a lot of other pomades that are like really, really creamy, you know? So they usually leave a more stark kind of look, I guess you would say. Like they usually do a little bit more with that. But I like this. It's waterproof, smudge proof. Like I said, it comes with this beautiful brush, and I literally just brushed my brow hairs up. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I have on brow gel now to set them, so that's why they're not moving. And yeah, then I just use my brush. Like I said, I like this. I used the brown side. I probably won't get much action out of the black side, but honestly, it really just depends on what I'm doing with my hair that day. Like sometimes I like a darker, fuller brow. Sometimes I like a more lighter, brushed up vibe, like today, in which I just kind of like brushed up, boop, 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 boop. And then I did short hair like strokes with this. So if you can see, like it's not nearly as like creamy as the other brow gels out here. Like, okay. Okay, maybe that was a bad. Okay, let's get up in there for real. Okay, here we go. But as you can see, you can like add more for more intensity. You can go in a little bit lighter, like I did over here. If you wanted a little lighter vibes, a lighter color. Yeah, it's waterproof. It's pretty. It's pretty. Pretty. You know the vibes. It's eyebrow gel, but it's not extra thick or extra creamy, and so it sets. And when I brushed mine up, I literally just kind of like I got like a bald spot right there, so I just went in with the bald spot. And just short hair like strokes. This brush is really bomb. And I appreciate them for actually giving like a full size tool with their eyebrow products and not like one of those little teeny tiny disposable ones a lot of people give you. So that's the Forever Magic Double Shade Eyebrow Gel. That's where we started. Get into these brows. You know, I love a big, full, luscious brow. So get into it. Yes. I know. You see the shine on the cheeks. We're gonna get there. Relax, relax. We're gonna get there. The next, I actually did. I used a new brand, Natasha Moor. This is the Kohl Me Fantastic Black Kohl Eyeliner, and I may have mangled it with my pencil sharpener, but before I did that, I used this solely for my smoky eye. If you are new here, then let me change this. If you are new here, then you should probably know that I can be like lazy when it comes to makeup. I like things to be very easy, very like one, two, skidoo, like not too much, not too crazy, not too many steps, not too many products. Like I prefer it to be one and done. So with this, yes, she was a little bit more sharp, but I definitely just like went along my lash line, kind of like haphazardly, like not in any type of technical or like really precise way. I just kind of like scribbled on my eyelid and I took a fluffier brush and I just blended. I like Kohl eyeliners to do that because they allow that. Like they allow, you see, it's very pigmented, but it's also creamy and you can smudge it and you can blend it. And that's what I did. And I just blended and blended and blended. And then since it's a Kohl eyeliner, it will set. And then you'll have a long wear smoky eye, and you literally only use this eyeliner. Plot twist. That I had lipstick on my teeth. Plot twist. This is a really, really good eyeliner. It's smooth, it's extra creamy, like it's not drying. It was not like dragging across my eye, which was really good. But it's also, I know I just said it's creamy, but it's not too creamy, if that makes any sense. Like it's gonna dry down. And I just lined my waterline. I gave a nice wing shape. I like to do a nice kind of like, because it snatches the face a little bit, it picks things up. So I like to wing it out a little bit, like that. Um, and yeah, I just blended with a fluffier brush. I could have brought the blush. Maybe next week we'll talk about brushes. Maybe. But yeah, that was it. I did go on top of it with just like a black powder shadow, very, very gently to almost like set it. And if you don't have a black shadow or you don't want it to get more intense, you could literally just use a translucent powder, like a loose powder on your brush. And just press it into your skin or into your eye, and that will let it set. And it'll last longer. Yeah, one, two. Also, another really good trick I learned back in my Estee Lauder days or back in my counter days. If you take an eyeliner like this, you can also like draw a circle on your hand with the eyeliner, which essentially you're like warming the eyeliner up. And then you could just do that and put on your eye. It has to be the right kind of eyeliner. This would be the right kind of eyeliner. A Kohl, anything like that would be the right kind of eyeliner. And another very cute plot twist is you could go on top of it if you want to give more of a glossy eye, more of like a wet look, but you wanted to keep it smoky. Then yeah, you could use this, and then you could top it off with your favorite gloss. We know how I feel about Ctzn Cosmetics gloss. And they are really loud today. Wow. yeah, you can top it off with any type of gloss or anything like that. And it would almost give you like a creamy shadow effect. Please be mindful of that. Unless you're using a very, very like extra extreme waterproof mascara, that the gloss will possibly break it down. So this might not be the longest wear look, you know, like you might want to do it when you're going to like a cute date, where you're keeping it cute, you're keeping it light, but maybe not for a party, because then you'll be looking like a raccoon by the end, you know? And I don't want that for you. Unless that's your thing. If that's your thing, then I want that for you. But I wouldn't want that for me, so yeah. Anyway. So yeah, call me fantastic. Call me fantastic. I'm gonna just give you another little swatch, another little swiper. Let me see. It's very pigmented. I guess I could kind of show you what I meant before. Like you could just like draw a circle and do this to warm it up. And bam. Place it on your eye, honey. Even to like touch up. It's even good for me to touch up what I did. And then to still give like depth underneath, to still give depth around my eye. And thank you. And you know, to also bring out the brown in my eyes. I still did a little line around, just a lash line to give a little more depth to my eyelashes, you know, all that jazz. And then, of course, to round it all out, I did a little bottom eyeliner because, like, you can't have all this on the top and nothing on the bottom. It's kind of weird, you know? Like, yeah. So, call me fantastic. Eyeliner in ultra black. It's one of my favorite tricks, honestly. I love like a 2 minute smoky eye. I think a smoky eye that takes longer than like 2 minutes and that requires more than maybe like one eyeshadow color is really just kind of doing too much, in my humble opinion. So that's the Natasha Moor eyeliner. And then since we are talking Natasha Moor, let's get into some complexion products. I used the liquid concealer as kind of like a highlighting concealer because, like I said, I wanted to be extra snatched today. I wanted to give you makeup a little bit more than I would usually give on a daily. This is like special occasion for me. This would be like my special occasion makeup. So I use this. Let's just go in. Let's clean off my hand. Let's get a fresh start. Let's get a clean palette. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to wipe all of the eyeliner off of my hand to avoid any weird mishaps while I'm here with you on camera. Okay. And well, I scrubbed it off, but she was definitely giving me a little pushback just to show, oh my God, just to show the long wear of once the eyeliner dries down that you really don't have to worry about it. Now, for the Natasha Moor liquid concealer. This packaging is so cute, right? It's like real classy. I feel I'm into it. It's classy. But yeah, you know, your normal applicator. I like this concealer because it is creamy, like I said. Um, Never mind the color. I got a bit of a tan. But yeah, I got a little bit of a tan. But you can see how creamy that is, how like lightweight it is, but also pigmented. So you could build it up from a lighter coverage. You could layer it on if you want to give a more full beat look, which is what I'm doing for you today. And in the case of like me, when you have a concealer that's a little too light, one of my favorite tricks is to, well, you know, if you're new here, I will tell you one of my favorite concealer tricks, which is to put the concealer down first and then let it dry down. Like I will put my concealer on and then move about and like start working on my cheeks. I might perfect my eyebrows. A lot of the times, since I'm really not wearing like too much makeup, I would probably use that time to put on mascara because I do put on tons of mascara. And yeah, I just let it dry down. So that way you still get the coverage, you still get the color, but also it's more longer wear. Because if you just put the concealer on and then start blending it, you're kind of taking away product, you know? So this way, it dries down. It's there for most of the day. I mean, like literally, like getting. Do you see? Let me move that. Let me move this. Do you see how to snatch this? Like, here for it. So, yeah, I used my darker shade concealer, like my everyday concealer, kind of like in what, kind of like up in here. But then I went in with this lighter shade to highlight, and I put some in the corner, and I extended that back here, aka why this. That's why she. Yeah, I just picked her up. I just picked that face right up. Okay, but yeah. And as you can see, it's starting to dry. It's drying down. Let me see if it's dry enough. You can kind of see it's drying down, but to what I was saying, to my method, right? You see how it's drying down there, and then you just do like a little blend, like, oh, I'm just gonna blend a little bit, and I blend around. I like to keep my coverage. Okay, I like to keep her. So you just kind of like blend around and down. Um, my favorite pastime is using a fluffier brush like this for such a thing, actually. And I would just kind of go in and like hit the edges, hit the edges, hit the edges. So that way I don't have to worry about creasing or cracking under my eye. I have this one thick, fine line that just loves to suck up concealer. In this method, you're good to go. Set it with a little powder. Forget it. You're good to go. You don't need to bake. You can just do a cute little set. No need to get extreme. No need to get too wild. Like, you don't need to put 6 layers of powder down. If you want to, that's on you. Do you? But yeah, you can just set and forget, and you're good to go. So yeah, this is really nice. Oh, here we go, y'all. You see, when she dries down, you give her a little blend. And also, fun fact, as you can see on my hand, this is the easiest way to also make your concealer look like skin, no matter how much the coverage you have on there. Because you can still see, like, you still see my skin, you know, like to the average eye, they might not think you have on anything. They might just think you drink lots of water and you go to bed early and nothing in your genetic DNA made you prone to dark circles. So yeah, that's one of the concealers I use today, the liquid concealer. And then since we're talking concealers, one of my other favorite pastimes I love doing is using concealer as foundation. I kind of don't wear foundation I won't say every day. I don't wear foundation a lot of the time. A lot of the times I'm putting concealer all over my face because make sure I got the right one because them just some of these concealer formulas are just as good as foundation. And on the difference between concealer and foundation, honestly, in 2021, to me personally, it's the packaging. It's the bottle that it comes in, because they make really lightweight concealers now, and they make really really lightweight foundations now. But a concealer might be, depending on what brand it is, they might formulate the ingredients to be more for under the eye, but your foundation should really go up to your eye too. So again, in 2021, it's the packaging that's the difference. Because you can use, I've seen people use foundation. I've seen people who like even fuller coverage. I've seen them use foundation as under eye concealer, And a girl like me, I use concealer as foundation all the time, like this. This is the Secret Perfector. This is the Secret Perfector concealer, which is in this cutie little case with a nice little mirror, and you just you push it, bam, you got concealer, and it comes out like a lipstick. Very cute, very compact, and like super, super like travel. Like this is good for traveling, on the go, touch ups. I I think one of the reasons I also use concealer is so if I need to touch it up, I have like a small, easy breezy way to put it on. Like so. Look. Oh yes. And this is literally what I did. My chin is my problem area, so I just put a little bit down there, blended it out. She's smooth. She's creamy. She's not cakey. Look at just how that glides on. Like, did you see that? Did you? Let me do it again. Ooh. That is so good. That's actually really, really good. And of course, since she goes on so smooth, she also blends out amazingly. So this would be really good for someone who might be like a blending novice. You might be a blending beginner. Blending might not be your friend yet, and you're trying to get more acquainted. This might be the thing for you. She is Luxe. She looks Luxe. She feels Luxe. I really like this. They also have like some sticks like this for contour that you could use, which of course will be very convenient and smart because like you would just have to it's taking the thinking out for you. I like to think. This will also be a good concealer to go under the eyes in the if you had the proper shade. If you had your shade. This is also good for if you want a more fuller coverage conceal type of action. You would go with something more like this in a stick form as opposed to our lightweight creamy friend. This one right here, you can tell by you can tell by the texture that like you wouldn't have to let this dry down. You know, like your liquid concealers and things like that, you need to let them dry down because they're wet, they're emollient, all that good stuff. This is like a cream foundation essentially. This is like a foundation in a stick, and I like it. It's very convenient. Super smooth. How can you not love this cute little case with the mirror on it? Like you can touch up on the go. Who doesn't love that? It fits in your palm of your hand, which means it will, without a doubt, fit into all of my tiny bags because I only like tiny bags. And yeah, Natasha Moore's Secret Perfector Concealer. And also to go with the secret, let me see, bring it down. To go with the secret, it looks like skin. It is a secret. Like it gives you really good coverage, but really good skin-like coverage, which I am into. So that's the Natasha Moore Secret Perfector Concealer. And for me, foundation. We stand a multi-use product. Stand a multi-use product. Also, fantastic for grooming. Because usually with guys, male grooming, usually with guys, I don't like to use anything too creamy or too emollient because most of the guys that I work with, they don't want you to know they have on makeup. So these are really good for something like that. Next up, where do we want to go from here? It's the cheek, isn't it? Is it the cheek? I think it's the cheek. I think you guys want to know about the cheek. I Okay. Here's the thing about the cheek. I was like, I didn't bring it. Here's the thing about the cheek. I know it says it's sold out up there, down there. I know it said it's sold out, but you should honestly add this to your bag or click to be notified when this is back in stock, because this, if you don't get anything from me today, you should get this. Ctn Cosmetics Glow Bomb is so good. If you were on here last week, then you know I used Citizens Gold for my eyes, for my eye look. And this week I actually used a little bit of Citizens Gold as my highlight, just like a little bit first. But I wanted that extra terrestrial, somebody just licked me highlight. That's my brand. You know, I like to look like, I don't know, like somebody just came up and licked my cheek. You know, that's just me. Everybody's got their thing. That's my thing. I like to look like I'm literally like beaming from within, like the light. It's just trying to push out of me. That's my highlighter vibes always. So, Citizens Cosmetics Glow Bomb. Let me just show you really quick. This is Pearl, and that's the one I used here. It has these beautiful, like, you can see. I mean, it looks literally out of this world. My hand back here really doesn't matter. It has these blue, like holographic little shimmers in it, which is so good. And what I did this week with my Glow Bomb, this is her. Look at, how could you not? How could you literally not need to own this? Please turn on the notifications and add this to your bag because this is amazing. It's one of my favorite sticks of all time. Like, wow. And you can put it anywhere. I could have put it on my eyes. You know what? It's the end of the show. Just to show you what I was talking about before with the glossy. Ooh, how did that? You see how that just took that up a notch with like two dabs, bro? Like, look, just literally took it up a notch. Make sure if you do anything like this that your mascara is waterproof and smudge proof. Maybe go with a tubing mascara because things might get hectic. But wow, okay, that's literally all I have to say. On top of that, yes, I put it on my cheek earlier as a highlight this time because it's literally just like a balm and you can put it anywhere. I could have put it down my nose if I wanted to. I could put it on my lip if I wanted to make it more glossy. I might do that after I talk to you about this lip. I might do that because I am more of a glossy kind of girl. But yeah, this is Glow Bomb. This is a game changer. This is amazing. Look at how my eyes are sparkling. We're a little crazy. Look at how my cheeks are cheeking. Glow from within. It's the easiest. It's like a must. It's a go-to. It just turns everything up a notch with with two like little presses. It just takes it up a notch. Like, I'm obsessed. I'm gonna move on. But please believe I'm obsessed, and yes, know that I will probably talk about Glow Bomb like 3 or 4 more times before this season is over. Okay. And last but definitely not least is my lip. You know, lipsticks, they're really self-explanatory. This one is a suede matte, so it's not too dry. I don't really like matte lipsticks, but this one it's more of a satin finish. It's not extra dry. The pigment is fantastic. Like, yes, I had it on already, but like the pigment is bomb. Of course, we got the precision tip on the side that you can use as your lip liner if you don't have an accompanying color. Use it to line your lips. She's not dry. She hasn't moved. She hasn't cracked. Yeah, she's here. She's chilling. Like, she's not sticky. So, yeah, that is Silk Suede Lipstick in Euphoria. A cute little hot pink shade, perfect for summertime, perfect to just pop on and go. You might just want to take one or two of these looks to give your own version of glam. I just wanted to glam it up for y'all today. It's a holiday weekend. You might be hitting the town, you might be hitting the club, you might be going to a barbecue or cookout, and you want to bring a little drama. Here for it. We love a little drama along this way. So, yeah, that's my look for today, y'all. That's my products. This is me being glowy and glam for you. And yeah, if you start to get a little line, just do that, baby. Just smooth it out, and you're good to go. So, hope you enjoy your holiday weekend. I hope you enjoy your 4th of July. Eat tons of cookout food. Look super cute. Relax. Do whatever you want to do to freedom. Until next time, I'll catch y'all next week right here, 12:30, where we will be discussing. I'm not going to tell you now. I'm going to let you see later. Catch you next time.